Hello, my dear Virgo. This is your love and spirituality reading for the month of July with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I will come back with every other weekly readings or mid-month readings again for August, but this reading will be for the whole month of July. I use the Legacy of the Divine Tarot, and I will start shuffling your cards. And I call the Divine with love and light. And I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Virgo viewers. So I want my dear Virgo to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. I will also take the chance to tell you that the sun will be in Cancer. We had the moon jumping here. We have actually Mercury and moon moves into Virgo in July 25, the 25th of July. So the moon card is about deeper soul searching. If you know yourself and your depths, you know also where you want to go. If you know who you are and what you long for and what you're made of, and what's pulling you, what's pulling your waters, then you know also where to go. That's the message of that. So the sun will be in Cancer in the start of the month. You have Gemini also coming out here, so there's a lot of messages coming through. Venus moves into Gemini July 5, and moon moves through July 19 till 20, and Venus move out of Gemini again July 31. So Venus will be in Gemini the most part of the month of July, and Venus in Gemini is very it's this goal oriented, but it's also very like decision making. Gemini is back and forth with the decisions, so decisions in love. And we saw the moon before, so maybe you have to make a big decision within love or with your relationship or what to do with your life. You have the 2021 here, also the Lovers. So what are you passionate about? What is it that, why did you come here? It's very high messages coming through here. So you had a reason for coming here, and in the month of July, you might need to find this out, what it is that you're supposed to do with the rest of your life. So no pressure, dear Virgo. So I will start again. The sun will be in Cancer at the start of the month. Join that together with Mercury and Mars. Venus will be in Taurus, and July 5, Mercury transit over to Leo, and Venus moves from Taurus to Gemini. July 9, we will have the full moon in Capricorn. Oh, there's some dust here. 7 of Swords and Queen of Cups wants to show their face there. And July 21st, Mars and Sun will transit over to Leo. July 23rd, we will also have the new moon in Leo, and Mercury and moon moves into Virgo July 25th. Venus moves into Cancer July 31. It's from Sweden's point of view, so if it doesn't really add up for you, here you have your Queen of Coins. We had the 7 of Swords and Queen of Cups, and now we have the Queen of Coins coming, showing her face here. What do you want your ship to come in with? Queen of Cups together with 7 of Swords came when I said something about Mercury and this transition, I think. I don't have the best memory when I do this. I'm very out of it, I will tell you. But anyway, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords might be that you are not telling the truth about your emotion, or someone is not being upfront with you about their emotions for you as a king or queen. It doesn't really matter the sexes here. The queen is just like a person taking a lot of responsibility, seeing to that things happening, being very good on organizing projects. So that's why it's a queen. A king is more like closure, like we saw with the Judgment and the 21 World card. So it's still like it's some kind of project, some kind of thing you have been working on that's really important, that you're true to your emotions. Moon is Cancer, and you had the Cancer female, the Queen of Cups coming, and the Seven of Swords. It's having the moon in your back but still lying. So Queen of Pentacles, you need to be upfront with this, Virgo. You need to find out what you really want, where your heart lies. And sometimes your heart can put you in a rather difficult situation, because it might love someone that's not good for you. So this will be a hard decision. Okay, so I will just tune in for a few seconds. Okay, so my dear Virgo, this is your future, and this is your now, and this is the past. So the past will probably be in June, the now in July, and the future August. Okay, this time. Okay, so first card for you, Virgo, is the Knight of Coins. So Knight of Coins is usually Taurus. We have Venus in Taurus in the beginning of the month, and in June. So a Knight of Coins is a project again. It's usually a project, like a long-term project, something that has been going on for quite some time, and it requires planning, building, solid structure, solid ground, so it doesn't fall over. Knight of Coins is a willingness to do the right thing, to kind of give up your will to the divine. Knight of Coins can also be a little bit like sheep with their money and things like this, but that's because they are working so hard. So they like rewards, they like to pamper their body, they like to have luxury, but sometimes this is denied to Taurus, because it's usually like this when you have when you are in a particular star sign. You know your bad traits, and you kind of try to avoid them, so it might flip over to the other side, that you're acting too sheep towards yourself and not pampering your body and not taking care of yourself. So, Knight of Coins. The next card here is Eight of Wands. So Eight of Wands is Sagittarius in Mercury. It's very hasty moving energy. Actually, we have Saturn still moving retrograde in Sagittarius at the moment. So there's nothing much new there. But this is a very direct energy. It comes very heavily upon you. It might give you anxiety, so you'll feel like, well, something is going on, something is going to happen, and it's communication, and it's being goal oriented. So you have something that you are building, and you need to be very goal oriented. And the Eight of Wands is like spirit energy, Uranus energy kind of hitting you, and so it wants to help you with something. It wants to help you kind of create a river that you can flow with, but this energy might made you a little bit tired or knocked out of your socks. But this might also be like an earth person communicating, so it might be that you have communicated something important, or it might be also travel for you, travel plans, or plans of communicating, or actually action of communicating, even though the Knight of Coins is a little bit slow. So they might communicate like with small words over a long period of time to get their things said. But the Eight of Wands is usually very hasty, and the Knight of Coins is usually very slow. It's like a farmer waiting, having patience, things like this. But this is hasty. it's when you have come to a decision and you just go for it. So Eight of Wands is a very beautiful card for those that have been, like, if you were not disagreeing with someone. The Eight of Wands is talking about talking through those mistakes and making things more, communicating in a way that everyone can understand better. And here you have the World card that also fell out of the deck. The World card is you have completed something, you had said something probably about how your foundation, how you want to have your foundation, what you're longing for when it comes to safety and economy and safety in relationship and safety with family. And so you might have communicated what you really, really want to someone. And this was like an ending of a karma, because before maybe you have told them, but you haven't like put really pressure behind this. And now it seems like you were really clear. The World card is about ending a karma or finding a conclusion, like you did something maybe heroic or brave, or you finally got to talk with someone that you needed to talk with. You did something that was a little bit out of the ordinary, and it freed your energy in some way. The World card is like examiner. You have been successful in some endeavor, something that you have been working on and communicating about. It might be that some of you have like this is both those cards are talking about communication and travel. It might be communication over internet. Some of you might have been communicating with a tourist person, or this might be you communicating. It's a night, so it's a little bit like a young energy, and communicating over maybe internet or over a great distance. It might be like a job over long distance, or job with traveling, or long distance relationship. But long distance, it means also the spiritual realm, so it doesn't have to be long distance on earth here. It might be a soul connection that you have with someone. So we'll see. The next card is the Judgment, of course. The Judgment is, there's a very crucial point here. A lot of energy is at your disposal to complete some kind of mission. And you need to have a very clear judgment when you do this, because and this is in the past, but for some of you watching in June, this might be going on now. So it's a very crucial, important thing that you are deciding about here. You need to have like a lot of awareness, like this, being really awake. You might have to take a big decision about your life, or your life, like how it will be aimed, like in what direction aim, like with the Sagittarius in Mercury here. So an important decision where you need to be crystal clear, awake. This might have been like a drama that has been playing out in a certain way, and the divine has worked hard with synchronicity and making like every actor on the right place doing the right thing, so this drama would repeat itself like an ancient karma. And now you have like this destined chance to actually free yourself from this karma, and to do something brave and probably a little bit adventurous, going out on some new territory. It's something that you have worked on it very hard, but it's like doing something that you really weren't brave enough to do before. It's a little bit like this. So, Judgment. And the next card is Eight of Swords. So you might have to deal with an air sign person that's a little bit indecisive, or you might yourself be indecisive. But you have the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Swords here. And I've seen those cards coming a lot for a lot of people lately. I think last month it came like all the three eights came for Cancer, and maybe you had some eights as well. I don't really remember. We have Jupiter here. We have Jupiter currently moving direct in Libra. So this might actually be something that has been stuck, that's not going to be stuck anymore. You have been stuck maybe in a relationship, in a bad job, in a bad family situation, and you are not going to be stuck anymore. You are going to free yourself from other people's opinion, or from an abusive relationship with any kind of person, or you are going to start to communicate in a much more free way, in a much more adult and mature way. Maybe you are going to be able to express yourself in a way that where you are siding with yourself in a much more adult kind of way. Here, I think you're going to free yourself from all the assumptions that you have been made about yourself, or that other people have made about you. Eight of Swords, it might be a period of waiting as well. There's something that needs to be put right. There's not something that sometimes we can't really solve all of our problems like right away. We need to be able to have a little bit like time, like a little time running underneath a bridge, and the solution will come to us. Because sometimes when we try to make a decision, we don't have all the information at hand, so we might need to wait a little bit, and things that were so problematic might actually sort itself out by its own accord, with just you doing the thing that you were supposed to do right, and then you just have to wait a little bit and things will sort itself out. So it might be that you have done something really heroic from your point of view, something that is not really common for you, and you haven't really seen the result of it yet. So it's like you need to wait for the divine also to do their fair share of the work here, because with the Eight of Swords, usually things are going to sort out by itself. You don't have to do anything anymore. But sometimes it's also this with other people's opinion, that you're stuck in a web of their way of viewing you, and this is a good time to actually not care so much anymore for what people around you have to say about things, because this is your decision. 2120, it's you. This is all about you, and they don't live your life, so you do. So if you have people having an opinion, you don't really need to care about that. Okay, so I will take down the curtains. The sun has moved in like this, so it's going to be hard soon to read your cards. So we still have a little ray of sunshine there. This is that was in the past, June, and this is in the now. So and here we have Hermit, so that's Virgo. So I guess this Knight of Coins card is talking about you, planning, projecting, having a goal, working relentlessly towards this goal. You might have spent a lot of time working on this goal. And here you have the Hermit, Virgo. Virgo is very spiritual sign. I have told you this before, that you are often going ahead with things that other people need to learn after you have taught them, and first you need to learn yourself. So with the Hermit, it's about self-realization. It's about getting to know yourself, finding your way forward and your inner guiding light. So this is all about you. It's a little bit of a revolution. It's a little bit of separating yourself from the flock, becoming more individualistic. And this is not because you are going to become more self-centered in that way, but you are going to find yourself. You are going to find out what you like, what you dislike, what's your aim with things. So the Hermit is walking alone usually. So July might be a little bit lonely for you, because you're waiting for someone else or something else to come back maybe with a message for you. And during this time, you have a lot of time on your disposal to find out who you are. So I urge you to actually go inside and listen to yourself a lot. Also, listen a lot to your dreams. The Knight of Coins has a little bit of fairy kind of dreamy essence with it, rainbows and forests. So there might come some energy here that you can have use of. So if you don't have a dream journal, you might try this out now. And if you don't have dreams, if you don't know that you're dreaming, you can actually start practicing on this. Just when you wake up, you feel just the feeling that you wake up with, and you can write this down. And maybe next the week after, you don't have just a feeling. Maybe you have like a color, or maybe there was a car in your sleep. And you can find your dreams like this. I think dream work could be very good for you in this month of July. Maybe you don't. Maybe some of you have vacation. If you are on the northern hemisphere, you have summer, so you might have vacation and have a little time to sleep in, because when the alarm goes off at 5 or 6 o'clock and you need to go up and go away to work, of course you won't remember your dreams. They will be like away, like shattered for this alarm clock. That's 8 of Wands is kind of looking a little bit like an alarm clock. And here you have a 9 again. It's 9 of Cups, and you have the 9 Hermit here. So this is about finding out what you want. This is you wishing for something better for yourself. You know. You are going to find out, and you already know to a great extent what you actually need to become happy. But with this 9 Hermit card here, you are going to know more. Here you might even get your dreams fulfilled, and some of you might realize that this isn't really what you wanted. So you got everything you wanted, and it's not what's triggering you. It's not what's making you excited. So this came for me too. We'll see if I can move on with some arguments over that later. But here with the 8 of Wands and 9 of Cups, it's a little bit saying that you're onto something real, and you are on your right. You're aimed in the right direction. And for some of you, you actually have the relationship that you're supposed to have. You're not supposed to trade them in for someone better. The grass won't be greener on the other side. If you have a person that you have a lot of problems with, working those problems out can actually help you heal this karma. So if you meet a new person, they might have the same personality trait, and that might make you feel a little bit hopeless because things are repeating. But that's the way with karma. It repeats until we are able to solve it. And here it seems like you will find some kind of solution. You will get like this eureka moment, and maybe you will be very happy. It's not very like extended social life. It's more like maybe one-on-one, like that there's a relationship where you will talk very intimate about things that's very closely related to what you need and how you feel, and there's going to be some honest, truthful communication here with what you need and how you feel, and what's going to make you happy. And so it's a wish card. So, and here you have the Lovers, and it comes underneath the World card. The World card is for, as I said, soul connection. So there might be a relationship. I wouldn't say that it's coming in, because you have 9-9 here. It's more like you are on a break from it, but that's the relationship is still on. Even if you have, you might have been giving this person an ultimatum. It seems like you have been doing this. It doesn't seem like they have been doing this. You might have been giving some person an ultimatum, or you might have shut them out from your life. But I don't think the relationship is over. I think it's going to be very beneficial for your evolution, even if they are not really around. Maybe you still have soul connection. And with the Nine of Cups and the Lovers, many of you will actually have maybe a rendezvous for just 2 in July. Maybe you're going to away on vacation together, or traveling away in just the 2 of you. It feels very, since it's with the 9, it seems very 2 individuals, not a whole family gathering. The 21 World card could say otherwise, of course. It's connected to the Empress and being a mother, things like this. And here you have the Star card. It comes underneath Judgment. Star card is Aquarius, and I felt a little bit that you might deal with an air sign, or a person being very much up in their head. Yes, and the Star card again emphasized this with this connection, and that it's really, really important. So you might also meet some really important person. You might even meet a soulmate during the month of July. You might be meeting someone. You might. Some of you have been praying for this and calling your soulmate in, and now they are coming. They are coming in here to you. But it's the Tower card here, 16. This is 17, but it's this is the memory of what happened in the card before, that the Tower actually collapsed, and that you need to build on this beautiful new foundation. So you need to see that this foundation is strong. If you are meeting another person, you need to really talk things through, and you don't have to agree on everything, but get to know this person before you jump into a life with them, because there might be things that's better sorted out from a little bit of distance, where you're not like climbing on each other, but so you still have some leverage. You still have some being able to move around a little bit. You don't have to, okay, so now I have to deal with this. This person has this personality trait, and I just have to live with this. If you have moved in together, this might be the case. But if you are taking things a little bit more slow, you might be able to work things through before you move in, and then you don't have to be so stuck with a person's behavior. Something coming like that. Okay, so the next card is the Temperance card. So Temperance is this, that you have when you're meeting a person, they are going to be not anything like you. They are going to have some things that's similar, but many things that's totally different from you. And this is exactly what we want. In Sweden, we say that like children that's alike, they play like the best together. If you are similar to one another, you have an easier relationship. But from a divine point of view, this is not the best way to have a relationship, because you won't learn so much from this. You won't evolve. If you just hang around with the same kind of people that's like you will never expand your worldview. You will never get new information or new ignition from like a different culture, or a different kind of way of communicating, a different way of seeing the world. So the Temperance card is the Alchemist card. It's making lesser metals into gold. And we are all this lesser metal that's supposed to be gold. And we can see here it's human evolution through love. So it seems like you are evolving. You are going on a personal spiritual journey that involves love and relationships. And here your soul comes in really like really bright, shining really bright. Both these are cards for love. This is when you meet, boy meet girl, or girl, or boy meets, and you are like you are getting so attracted. But here the work starts, and it seems like you are the Eight of Wands here. you know what you want. You have everything clear. You have your plan. You know what's making you happy. But it might be that your partner doesn't know so much about this. They might not know what's making them happy. They might even have blindfolded themselves, so they don't really know themselves. And you have worked really hard to get to know yourself, and the other party doesn't know themselves maybe at all. Everything is a surprise to them. Oh, is this how I like things? Well, I didn't know. So they can be very hard to communicate with because they really don't know. It's like a blank page, and they might live their life through other people's opinion of them. And so it can be really hard for you to have a relationship, but it's still on, and the divine wants it to be on. They want you to be attracted by each other, even though you are coming from different worlds and having totally different way of communicating and everything. But with the Eight of Swords, this is almost like you need to rescue this person, and I don't want you to have to be the rescuee. I want you to have your needs fulfilled and not have to babysit someone that's a little bit they haven't developed to the same level as to you. But as I said before, give it a little time. And if you are very clear with your communication, maybe they will start to open up. We'll see. It's a little bit hopeful here, but here it's a web. It's a circular web, but here it's just a glass ceiling. And there's some saying about glass ceiling as well. So there might be just like this glass separating you at the moment. But it's not real. Something like that. Two different worlds, but this person is going to get to understand one thing or two. They are maturing, so you don't have to feel hopeless about this. Okay, so this was in July, and what I can see here, you have 4 major arcana cards. You had 2 major arcana cards in June and 4 here in July. Most of them talking about relationships, all of them talking about destined relationships, not destined things happening. It might not be so much happening actually here. We have the 9 Hermit, 9 of Cups. This might be going on another like another dimension. You might be very lonely during July and just enjoying being with you and dreaming for your future. You can spend a lot of time imagining what you want to have in the future without this anticipation of having it now, but just being the author of your future. So dreaming what you want into your life. And some of you, or many of you, might meet a soulmate during this time, or have a very romantic rendezvous with someone. Some of you will really build on your relationship and talk things through. So it looks like a very romantic and happy month. But as it's major arcana card, it might be happening on a level which you can't really see it. But then we'll see the result in August in that case, I hope. The Eight of Swords is talking about delays, people not... It might be really hard also for the divine to communicate with this person. If they don't listen to their feelings, they don't listen to their thoughts, they don't listen to their body, they don't listen to anything. They just listen to what mommy and daddy has been telling them, or what the neighbors think of them, or what the boss think of them. So they might be hard for also the divine to get this person to wake up. Not only for you. Okay. So the next row of cards will be probably in August. And here you have a King of Coins. So you see you are growing here before our eyes. Knight of Coins, Hermit, King of Coins, all of those are earth persons. This might be a Taurus, this might be a Capricorn, Virgo, probably all are you. You are becoming more you are getting to know yourself more and more for each and every day, and building a stronger and stronger foundation for yourself. So nothing is going to fall here. You are not going to be rocked. Even if whatever happens on the outside, I think Virgo is going to be very stable. Virgo is going to be very, be able to live their life in a very mature way and not reacting to things so much, but being more calm and level-headed and grounded. Because I think you are more sure of yourself. You love yourself more. You feel very taken care of, and you are very taken care of. You can see this in this reading. The next card is also Queen of Coins. That's Virgo, and it comes underneath the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. It wants to point to you that you have been able to build something beautiful for yourself. You have been able to make yourself beautiful, like an enlightened person. You are the central sun which things evolve around, and it might be that you have now in August a stable relationship. Knight of Coins, Queen of Coins, the Lovers, the Temperance card, two people being mixed here, two energies being mixed. King of Coins and Queen of Coins often come for friends or married couple or people that's meant to be together for the long haul. You might have to, you are dealing maybe with another earth sign. That might be the thing as well. As we see, it might be that also that one person is more slow going and the other person is more hasty moving, knowing more what they want. The other person might be more, they need to find out, okay? So the next card here is 2 of Coins. So that's Jupiter in Capricorn. See what's going on with Capricorn this month. We have Pluto moves retrograde in Capricorn. Full moon will be in Capricorn July 9. So in August I haven't really checked, but Pluto will still move retrograde in Capricorn, that for sure. So this is about this stability again. It's about building this foundation. And so even if you have like the best loving connection, to get along, two different energies, might be a rocky road. It might be like a roller coaster. You might be together and then not, and then be together and then not, and be happy and not happy. And so it's some adjustment period here, and this adjustment period might go on for a very, very, very long time sometimes, because if both people are very focused on making their best effort to understand the other person and to get to know them, like you would do if you had some real, like some interest, some passion. You would read everything about this passion and you will learn everything about it. It's both people are being very like into understanding the other person. This will just be for a while. But if there's some resistance to getting close and to really getting to know the other person and to do what's the best you can for this person, then this period will be extended. So it's really crucial that you really ask your person questions to find out who they are and what they like and what they want. With the 2 of Coins, you have learned this with being very grounded. So with the 2 of Coins, you can put yourself in the center of all actions. You don't have to be in this roller coaster. We are talking about this karma again. You have been doing something very magical here, where you have been closing a deal. You have solved something. You did something in a new way that had a big impact. But the karma is still there, okay? So it's still things to be solved within this. You have done a major step. It must have been a major step since you have both 21 and 20. But it's counting down 21, 20. So it's saying that, yes, you solved something, but the karma is still there. And when you are getting this pulse in your life, height, low, height, low, height, low. This is how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be a flat line. But when you are in this height, low, you might be putting yourself like in the center and being calm and cool and grounded. You don't have to be dramatic. You don't have to take decisions like instant. You don't have to rush. You are not in no hurry. I can see that you are in a little bit of hurry. You want things a little bit like now, but that's because you have already decided upon what you want, but it won't come now. It's not usually working like this. You will dream about it, and it will come with divine timing and divine synchronicity. So with Two of Coins, you might think that things are moving too slow. Sorry for the lighting. That things are moving too slow, and that you want things to move more hastily. But if you're putting pressure into this relationship when it's in this fragile state, you might just tip over this fragile foundation again, because the other person isn't really ready. They are more slow, okay? So some of you have to wait for your partner to also wake up, because as I said, Virgo is sometimes ahead of time with things. And here you have a Four of Cups, and it comes underneath the 20 Judgment and the Star card, building on a new foundation. The Four of Cups, it's a person that's being like offered a gift, but it's not sure if it's going to take it. It feels, is this really the right thing? Is this really the right person? Is this really it? They are living a little bit in a dream world, and have a little bit problem of taking action or taking chances when they are giving to them. So this might irritate the more hasty moving Virgos a great deal with this slow going energy. And it might feel also a little bit humiliating. If you have been giving someone an offer and they are reluctant to take it, then you want to really hastily take back that offer, because if they didn't know like right away what they wanted, then you don't want to be in this relationship. So here we see things seems to hit off. Here is the romantic maybe meeting or reunion. It might be reunion as well, and then reality hits with this situation and things going back to normal, the same problem that maybe were before, or the same problem that you have experienced in earlier relationship. It comes, it's like you never can have that thing that you really want. But I said if you would get it, you probably wouldn't like it, because you are on this level of education right now, and you can't skip a step. So what to do with this slow going energy? Oh, and here's the Two of Wands as well, so it's going to be very, very slow. Eight of Swords, Temperance, Two of Wands. Okay. So your other person might be a person that have learned from their past that they need to have their pride, and they need to have their boundaries, because if they let you come too close, you will take them over. They feel weak. They feel not as strong as you. They feel victimized. So they might keep you on an arm's length distance, and you are not like this. Many of you, some of you, earth signs will be like this, like more a loner, and then this is your problem. You need to become more courageous and have more healthy boundaries. And if you are the more speedy Virgos, you might need to start to understand this personality trait, that people that doesn't have strong boundaries might need to have to put strong boundaries out here. Like they can't really let you into their lives, because if they do, you will start to treat them like this. This is their imagination, of course, but they don't know, they haven't defined themselves like you have, and they haven't been able to put boundaries in the way that you have, so they are not as brave as you, and they live by listening to what other people say, and that makes them scared of other people. So they need to have them on a little bit of distance. But here it's like sliding doors. So some of you won't be able to have the patience to wait for this person to open up. It's like opening a present, and it takes a lot of time, and then you toss the present away and you go for the next thing because it was too hard with the ribbons or whatever, too much tape, and you choose another way. You might end the relationship. Actually, Two of Wands is power symbols. It's having self-control, having a time to take a decision, how to move on from here. So for some of you, you will toss away this present and go for the more hasty ones. But for some of you, you will really start to investigate how to open up this box. You want to see what's inside, because there's a lot of attraction here. So why is this attraction? Of course, when you will open it, it will be like Pandora's box, and you wish that it would close down again, because a person that has been so isolated like this for a long, long time will probably be rather childish and immature on the inside, and you will have to deal with a person that's not really on your maturity level. But as long as you can get them out of there, they will actually mature really hasty. I think this is a smart person that you're dealing with. They are just very scared and closed off, living a very small life. Okay, so I will take a card for you from Oracle of Visions. It's by Ciro Marchetti, so it's the same artist that has done the Legacy of the Divine here. And actually came 3 cards for you. So we have a person that's two-faced. They might seem like very smart, having control over their lives, being very like having strong boundaries and everything, but it might be a mask. What's hidden behind this mask, you don't really know. It's coming Gemini and the Two of Wands and the Star card with the 2 souls and the Temperance, the thing that needs to be put together. So I think you are meeting a person that's not really put together. They have 2 sides of them, and sometimes you will see a glimpse of their soul, but sometimes they will just have this mask on. And as I said, they will have a side of them that's a little bit immature. Even if themselves is in an older age, they might have a side to them that's almost like a child. And you have the Magician as well. So this person might be, they have gotten power to manipulation. This is the only way they know, because they have a hard time. They are working a lot with control. So I don't think that you are trying to control so much other people, but you might have to. You might have to work mind games with this person to get them to open up. And it's 2 rings here and the peace dove. So for some of you, you might have to put some kind of ultimatum to force this person to go to have some kind of commitment with you, if only like a ring, something like that. You need to put a little pressure on them, not too much, but they need to have a little bit of a fight. If you just tag along with them being in a hideout or being hidden, you won't have a person to communicate with. I hope this isn't too messy. And here's this this strong connection that's between you. When the mask is off and they are not with you, I think this person, male or female, is really feeling you, okay? I think you have a really beautiful connection, but they are, in normal life, they hide themselves. Or it might be you that hide yourself. So then you really need to work on putting boundaries, healthy boundaries, so you can go wherever you want with whomever you want without being scared of them taking you over. They can't take you over. You can just say, no, I don't want that. I would rather look on that movie than that movie. Could we please do so? So you can decide. You can be like a part of the compromise. You don't have to yield all the time. Okay, so I will take a past life oracle card as well to see a little bit. I don't think I have to see for you, Virgo, but this person that you have, or the karma that you have together, what kind of karma is it? This is from the past life oracle card, if I fail to say so. Leaving or travel, and health. Health, leaving or travel. Okay. It might be that you don't have the patience with this person, so, or they might have been leaving you and now you are leaving them, or you have a lot of travel here as well, and it's a destined, it's like it's a train track here. We usually are like this. We are a plus and minus pole, and the plus pole will repel the minus pole like this, and the other way around. So one in this relationship is going to be the hunter, and the other one is going to be the one that's being hunted. This might be like a thing that has been going on, like you are trying to get this person and they are running ahead of you, and when you stop chasing, then they come back to you, and then you are running after them again, and they are running from you, and when you stop chasing them, they come back. So it's some kind of thing here that you have, but this is supposed to be healed this time. We have the snake here with the lovers, so there's not supposed to be this hunting game anymore. So have a little bit more patience, and maybe be more smart, calculating. If you have a person that's always run, give them more space from the beginning. Be more smart about this, and put more effort into your own life and develop a relationship with your friends and families and other stuff, and you will see if they will come in or not. I feel a lot of you have had a lot of patience, and you are kind of a little bit angry. So see if you can steam up some more patience, or if you will take like a final decision. Maybe we can't see this just yet, but if you leave this person, I still think that you are going to have to work with the same pattern in your next relationship. Okay, so my dear Virgo, I hope this helped, and I will do the next reading, I think, in the middle of July, like the 17th or something like that, for August. So we'll meet you then. Okay, so I hope to see you again for the August reading. Okay, bye-bye.